subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
In my time in reporting WWE news, rumors, and headlines, which has been well over a decade, well over 10 years, I'm going to spare you because, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to hear this and I need you to understand this. I have seen a lot of wrestlers come and I have seen a lot of wrestlers go and I've seen a lot of wrestlers return. But what we have seen in the last couple of weeks is some of the most diabolical, some of the most twisted, some of the most shocking releases in the history of the WWE, from Kofi Kingston to the Wyatt Sicks to the Zelina Vega, the Kyrie Sane. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I am about to tell you could change the future of Monday Night Raw. Yes, you heard that right, the future of Raw. That nobody is talking about. And if you're seeing my face for the first time in a while, that means YouTube finally pushed me back into your feed. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and drop the word RAW in the comment section so YouTube knows to keep sending you my videos. I have been here since 2012. I'm not going anywhere. Let's get right into the news, the rumors, the gossip, and the speculation. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to SeanzViewEnt. And as always, some of what I cover is confirmed rumor and some is speculation. This is the tabloid channel covering unreal sport, or take everything with a grain of salt. Now, WWE just gutted their roster. Over 25 superstars gone in 8 days. Legends, fan favorites, entire factions, former WWE champions wiped off the mat. And while everybody is debating who's going to AEW, I'm looking to the bigger picture because there is $500 million question nobody is talking about concerning the red brain of Raw on Netflix, because the fix is absolutely in. What happens when Netflix looks at the gutted roster and says, we're not paying for this? Stay with me. Once you see the numbers, you'll understand why this isn't as crazy as it absolutely sounds. Let's paint the picture of just how bad the last 8 days have been for World Wrestling Entertainment and as it concerns the future and the fate of Monday Night Raw. Also, breaking news, Roman Reigns said he was going to be there all summer. Roman Reigns said he was always going to show up. Roman Reigns said he was going to be a fighting champion. He wasn't going to be a part-timer. But according to those in the know, the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Roman Reigns has been removed from the entire month of June. Roman Reigns will not be showing up through the month of June. Your thoughts, your comments, and your press. This is unprecedented. Again, Roman Reigns said, I'm going to be here. I'm going to show up. Whether I'm wrestling or whether I'm cutting a promo, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be live on Raw. I'm going to be your world heavyweight champion. And what does Roman Reigns do? He disappears. He lies. He misconstrues. You want to call me a clickbaiter? You want to call me fake? Really? At least I show up every single day. Right, wrong, or indifferent, at least I'm here every single day. I am not what you would call a part-timer on YouTube. I am what you call a full-timer. And I am an all-timer here on YouTube.com. Now, you look at the releases from last week, and then you look to just yesterday. It got worse. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, 2/3 of the New Day, one of the greatest tag teams in the history of this business, and now the New Day is completely dead, gone, and buried. They are killed off, and we all know Big E will never wrestle again. Over 25 elite. We're not just talking about curtain jerkers. We're not just talking about jobbers, okay? We're talking about stars that could have been world champions. We're talking about stars that could have been intercontinental champions. Over 25 elite performers in just over a week gone. And I'm telling you that this has consequences that go way beyond who shows up in AEW next. Here's what you need to understand. Netflix is paying WWE somewhere in the ballpark of $500 million a year. That's a 10-year deal worth billions of dollars, nearly double what USA Network was paying. But here's the part that nobody wants to talk about. Netflix has an opt-out clause. After 5 years, they can look at the numbers, look at the product, and walk away. They are not locked in forever. They gave themselves an escape hatch. So the question is, what would make them pull the trigger? Well, the post-WrestleMania Raw on April the 20th, the hottest episode of the year, drew 3.3 million viewers. Sounds solid. Highest Raw of 2026. Placed 4th globally on Netflix. But last year, the same episode did only 3.6 million. That's an 8.3% drop on what should be the biggest Raw of the year. The one episode where numbers should be through the roof, and it went down. Overall, in 2026, Raw is averaging 2.9 million viewers. Last year at this point, it was 3.17 million. The trend is going in the wrong direction. And now you add to all the WWE superstars that have been blacklisted or released or removed from the company, and then Roman Reigns won't be showing up for the entire month of June, and he's the world's heavyweight champion. And here's the kicker. Survey data shows Netflix subscribers actually have worse impressions of WWE than the general public. The people paying for this platform Raw is on don't even like the product. Tell me that doesn't send a chill down your spine if you're a WWE executive. Now layer the releases on top of those numbers. You cut over 25 WWE superstars, from Kofi Kingston to Xavier Woods to the Wyatt Sicks, to Zelina Vega. The Wyatt Sicks took up segments every week. Now we got the Gingerbread Man. We got the Gingerbread Man, guys. The New Day took up segments. All of these people fill time on a show that runs 3 hours every Monday and Friday night. You still have to fill those 3 hours, but now you have fewer people to do it with. More rematches, recycled storylines, segments stretched thin. And on Netflix, this isn't cable. Nobody is flipping the channels and landing on Raw by accident. Every viewer has to choose to click on your show. If the product feels watered down because you fired over 25 people to save money, those viewers start making a different choice. And every viewer you lose makes that $500 million price tag look even more ridiculous to Netflix. Now, I want to keep it real with you guys. Raw is still in Netflix's top 10 every week. Top 10. Netflix increased their content budget by 10% this year, and live programming is what every streamer is fighting for right now. Amazon has football, Apple has soccer, Netflix has Raw. Walking away from live content would be a tough sell. So no, I don't think Netflix drops Raw tomorrow, but that 5-year opt-out window opens in 2030. That is not far away. Every roster cut, every declining viewership number, every fan who stops clicking, it all adds up. And if TKO keeps revealing 25 people at a time to save $1 million while collecting $500 million from Netflix, eventually Netflix is going to say, where is our money going? Because it's clearly not going into the talent. That conversation is coming in my estimation. And these releases just move that timeline up in my, am I overthinking it, or are you seeing the same cracks that I'm seeing? Drop your take from the Gingerbread Man to these outlandish things that now WWE is going into using AI. The WWE now having to use AI. You gotta be kidding me, viewers. Now, if you're not subscribed, I drop videos every day, noon, 4, and 7. This is the channel that gives you the stories behind everybody that you're catching up on. This is all the behind the scenes, all the rumors, all the conflict, all the gossip, all the speculation, all the hearsay. My name is Sean. This has been Sean's View Entertainment, where we keep you glued to your screens, because that's what it means to this very show and the foundation of what I do and what I replicate. All content on this channel is mixed of confirmed reports, rumors, and personal speculation for entertainment purposes. Always verify information through official sources. Again, guys, this is a warning. This is a shot to the WWE and Netflix and USA Network. Ladies and gentlemen, could it go from bad to worse? Could it go to perverse for World Wrestling Entertainment? You just never, ever know what is going to happen. As they say, anything can happen in the WWE, and as always, never say never. And you really can never say never because of what the WWE is doing, the transition, the pivoting, the releases, the firing, the pink slips. Your world champion promised to show up. Roman Reigns won't be there for the entire month of June. Obviously, Roman Reigns is going to lay low. Who's going to be your world champion then? Who's going to fill in then? Who's going to step up? Who's going to take the ball? Or is Roman Reigns not going to be showing up for the month of for the month of June, because maybe he's going to drop, maybe Roman Reigns is going to lose the undisputed WWE Championship, the world title. That's the undisputed WWE title is Cody Rhodes. I get it. But it might not be longer if Gunther challenges Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title, as Roman Reigns is our world champion. But are we going to once again have a world champion that doesn't show up? Plenty more to come. Subscribe.